Don't you get it by now? Tell me what you learned in grade school. Give it to me like you want it. Did you forget that code? Why is our love it one-sided? It should really be give and take. Fill you up and leave me empty. Baby, was that my mistake? Covering these feelings, going through changes. I'm just so mad right now, I can't even think straight. So I'ma just tweet it and delete it, knowing you won't read it before we get too far away. I need to clear my mind. I'd rather just tweet it and delete it before we cross the line and we reach a point we can't rewind. 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 Hiding these feelings, going through changes. I'm just so mad, but now it's at my own expense. So I'ma just tweet it and delete it, knowing you won't read it before we get too far away. I need to clear my mind. I'd rather just tweet it and delete it before we cross the line and we reach a point we can't reach. Somewhere else to go. Maybe I need some space. Read it and delete it. Maybe I need some space.
Yeah. Luna. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero
hello. Okay. Good to go. What's going on? What's up, Malika? What's up? Salute to Malika. What's going on? Traveling through. Welcome. Not sure why you deleted that. Let me bring the music down just a little bit. Bring the music down a little bit. Okay. Bring it down a little bit more. And we should be good. All right. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, Hatch Dragon, Granny Joe. I'm also traveling through. Oh, okay. So that's your burner account. Okay. All good. We got Hatch Dragon in the building. What's going on? Granny Joe, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I was setting up. I shouldn't have put on this green sweater, but my favorite sweater. So we put the sweater on nonetheless. I was having a little bit of audio technical difficulties rearranging my mixer audio in OBS. That's kind of what delayed this. I would have been live about 30 minutes ago, but that kind of delayed me a little bit because I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. But once I figured that out, I was able to set it up and go live, and now we're live. So I have to actually go down and sit down and actually like go through all my settings and make sure everything's working the way it should be, because I'm very rusty with my settings, as I can see with the with my audio settings. But hopefully you can hear me sound good. You can hear me sound good. The music is not too loud. The music is not too loud and everything sounds okay. Let's show some love and hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it if you do hit that like button. Liking the stream is definitely free, of course, always free. If you're interested in any of the gear that I use, it's in the description box below. Click the links, take you to the Amazon page, check out the gear that I use, all that I have used on my channel in the past, and take a look. Everything that I have in my description box, I have used and I highly rate and suggest that you take a look if you want to get something done in your content creation. If you want to support the channel, a Cash App, PayPal is there, links in the description box below, or you can also support through tips in Stream Elements as well. If you're liking the information, like the content, and I'm providing some type of value for you, if you want to send a little donation towards your boy way, I gladly appreciate it. So first I want to say, I want to change it up a little bit. Give me something nice. Give me something nice. All right, there we go. First, I want to say thank you to all the new subs. We have crossed 1,000. We cleared 1,000. We're at 1,100 now on the channel. I greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in and tuning out to the content and supporting me, even though I know I have a lot of lapse in inconsistency. I've been having a lot of lapse inconsistency when it comes to coming online and doing the content like I used to, and I do apologize for that. I guess the best way I can say it is it is what it is, and life be life, and that's the best I can tell you. But I have to get back to business, get back to the business of what I'm doing here on the channel, because when I get into the groove and I'm making the content that people want, people tune in and they support the channel. So I have to stay consistent and, you know, nail down a routine when it comes to doing the content like I used to. We know you get busy. Yeah, I do get busy, but I appreciate all the new subs, people that are supporting the content, supporting the channel. So I thank you for supporting me to the tune of 1,100. So we cleared 1,100, but nowhere near monetization due to, you know, the lapsing content, but we'll get there. When it comes to like monetization on YouTube, like even with what I do, I'm not sure how the monetization will be there to the point where I would make a earnable income off of YouTube. I don't really think that's a thing with the type of content that I do. But it would be good to, you know, get to that point on the channel. So really, two parts of this stream is to say thank you to the people that are tuning in, and to also for the ones that's watching, how can I help you, right? So a lot of times when I've looked through the catalog of content that I've done on my channel, right? A good portion of the content that has done well and that has got a lot of interest from people is kind of when I'm kind of teaching and showing things and informing people of things, right? So the history of the channel, yo, Zero the Infinite, what's going on? Salute to you. What's up? The history of the channel has been that I got my start actually talking about tech, right? I got my start kind of talking about microphones, podcasting equipment, to be exact. I talked about podcasting equipment and showing people the different things that you can use to make content. So wherever that would be, getting a new camera, getting a new computer, building a computer, getting lighting equipment, all of these things that people need when it comes to creating content. And we're not just talking about live stream, we're talking about podcasting, editing, video editing, things of this nature. And in the midst of that, I have often gotten sidetracked talking about what's going on, Gabe? What's up? In the midst of that, I've also gotten like sidetracked talking about what I would classify as nonsense at this point, right? So to come back to, the point I was trying to make is that the most value that I've been able to provide when it comes to the content that I do on YouTube and when I interact with other creators on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram is usually providing this level of tech advice and tutorials and showing people things and informing people things and providing a certain type of tangible value to people that they can use in what they're doing with their content. So, and ticking off certain creators, ticking off certain creators, yeah. But the best feedback I've gotten is when I've actually provided value to people and teaching people things. And so what I want to do going forward with what I do on my channel is pretty much like help in my own way, help creators like get over the basic humps of figuring certain things out when it comes to content creating and certain types of strategies when it comes to content creation. So what do I mean by that? So a lot of the basic things that people get hung up on where it comes to understanding what a mixer is, what an interface is, the type of mic to get, that's a constant question. What type of camera, webcam, what type of computer, how you build a computer, what type of software, what type of streaming software, how to use the streaming software. And then to be up to date with changes of policies, mainly on YouTube, because that's the main platform. And to keep abreast of changing, the changing dynamics that's going on the platform, so that makes sure that you're always ahead of the curve. Also to like show people tips and tricks and how to improve their actual setup, their visual presentation, their audio presentation. I've always gotten a lot of good feedback and decent views when I've kind of broken those things down and explained them. Now, this would be classified as educational content. So educational content somewhat struggles on YouTube for various reasons. Mainly it's because it's educational content. That's why I try my best to add a little bit of the entertaining kind of flair to it, so that it's just not me talking about gear, right? Or it's just not me just talking about OBS. because even for me, I can't, like, I don't find OBS that interesting where I would just sit there and just want to talk about OBS every day. Like, I would get bored. That's probably also my undiagnosed ADHD, because I kind of lose interest in things pretty quick. So that's also my fault. But yeah. So really, guidelines, shit like musical chairs. Yeah, you know, like the YouTube guidelines is like a constantly evolving beast, right? And it's always changing, right? And you just have to make sure you stay ahead of the curve, right? Like, for instance, they recently, we got Red Sings the Blues. What's going on? What's up with you? Like, we recently just had a change to the privacy policy where they added AI content into the mix, right? And what that means is that if you like to troll people, my Stagehands End channel almost at 9K subs with only one collab with someone with 27K. Congratulations, that's what's up, man. Congrats. The privacy policy is allowing people that when they see that their likeness is used with using AI imagery, that they can request that the content be taken down. In layman's terms, what that means for you is that if you like to troll people using their image and using Midjourney to replicate the image and put it on things, the person has the right to request to report it to YouTube and request that the content be taken down. So essentially, which that means is that you have to be careful with the trolling. So that's a change that was recently put into place, right? So I like to tell people about those things because people get caught up in those things. Then, like, moving off like the gear stuff. So when it comes to like talking about gear, hardware, and equipment, I love hardware. I really love talking about computers, cameras, microphones, lighting equipment, things of that nature. So I will always kind of enjoy talking about that. But I also like helping people understand it, so it's not so confusing, because, you know, a person telling you about like an SM7B or Rode Pod mic, that's like, okay, great, but why do you want to get that equipment? Like, what's the benefit of that equipment? Like, how do you use that equipment? How do you set it up? How do you make it work? How do you make it sound right? These are the things, the nuances of you know, the equipment that I want to be able to provide to people, so that you have the right information, so you're not confused. Making puppets of content creators might be a loophole. Well, yes, if it's not AI generated content. See, that's the thing. If it's not AI generated content. And then when it comes to like the YouTube like strategy stuff, so I'm not a. So the problem. So when it comes to like talking about YouTube strategies, right? It's like there's so many ways you can go about it, and it's kind of almost taboo, because if you don't have like thousands of subscribers, and people are going to be like, what do you know, right? And that's just the name of the business. That's just the name of the game. But I do like, well, the thing is, like, people actually ask me these things. This is not me being hyperbole. Like, people ask me these questions. Like the recent stream that I did breaking down the content strategy, like, people ask me these things. Matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I had a content creator call me. He called me up. He asked me about his fitness channel. He has a fitness channel. And he was just pretty much just asking me the strategy, like, what should he do about the fitness channel? And then I broke it down, and I gave him a couple examples, and I gave him a couple tips, and said, listen, if you want to do fitness channel, you got to do it like this. You got to incorporate short form, because that's how the market is when it comes to fitness. Even the shorter, the quicker, the better. Presented in a way that is easy digestible and make sure it's simple and easy to understand, not too intimidating. And so people ask me these questions. So it's not me trying to, present myself as a guru or know-it-all, but there are content creators, who have more subscribers than me that ask me these questions, right? And when it comes to asking for help, it doesn't really matter the subscriber count of a person. If you don't know, you don't know, right? Like, say for instance, like MKBHD has all these platforms, but when he needs help doing a stream or whatever it is that he has on his channel, like, he asks other people for that help. Like, he has a team to put that together for him, right? So yeah, so I have a lot of people that come and reach out to me and they ask me for help. Sometimes asking me for strategies, ask for my opinion, how to make certain things work on their channel. And so for me to do content on that, it's not me to present myself in a way that I'm trying to present myself as a know-it-all, but like, I'm only really sharing my experiences that I actually have with people, because people are actually inquiring for my assistance with these matters. Shorts and vlogs for fitness might be wrong. Well, no, not vlogs. Shorts. Shorts are amazing for fitness. Shorts are amazing, especially when you hit them with a nice thumbnail. Shorts are amazing, absolutely amazing for shorts. And then also like thumbnail creation, right? So for me, I do like sharing what you're good at is offensive to some of these dudes. Yeah, people, that's the thing, right? And this is not just these dudes. This is in other spaces in you, like around YouTube creators too, right? Because I'm in a lot of other spaces. I don't intermingle them here on the channel like a lot of times, but I'm in a lot of different spaces. And speaking of space, we got my boy Bionic Scoop in the building. Scoop, I fucked up my soundboard, so I haven't got the soundboard on there, right? It's everywhere. What's going on, Scoop? Yeah, like, it's everywhere, you know what I mean? Like, people will think, they look at your following and they look at your subscriber, and then they would scoff at the fact that people ask you for help about things. Like, people actually like, yo, Silva, take a look at these thumbnails, or Silva, take a look at my shorts. What do you think I should do with my shorts, right? Like, a creator reached out to me. She's using her shorts and she's getting a lot of burn with her shorts, but she's trying to understand like where the viewers are coming from and how to get the viewers to stay and what's the strategy. And I'm just like, listen, if you're using the shorts and you're getting all these viewers and you've been knocking out so many shorts, now you just taper back some of the shorts and then mix in your own original shorts without using the green screen effects, and see how that changes your viewership, right? Just break it down to the ratio 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6 to 4, whatever ratio you want to do, and just see where the viewers are coming from and see if they're sticking, right? And the thing when it comes to like helping people with things in YouTube, is not a science, right? It's not an exact science. Even if they tell you it's an exact science, it's not an exact science. Everything comes from trial and error and testing. Anyone that tells you it's an exact science is lying to you, and they're trying to sell you an ebook or something. It's not an exact science. Even the biggest people like Patty Galloway, it's not an exact science. Everything is trial and error and testing, okay? But people reach out to me, and I try to help them the best way I can. So when it comes to when I was talking about thumbnails, like I like thumbnails. I think when it comes to thumbnails, a lot of people, they get a little turned off by it because it seems so complicated, and it's not complicated unless you make it complicated. It's like very simple techniques that you can master when it comes to thumbnails. You can just leave it at that. And I like that taps into sort of my graphic design visual arts background that I never really, let go of. So I like to do that. So I also want to be able to show people how to make effective thumbnails. Or if you even, like Gabe pays a guy to do his thumbnails. Like, even if you pay someone to do your thumbnails, understand what it is that you're paying for, right? Know what a good thumbnail artist looks like versus a bad thumbnail artist, right? Like, understand what you're trying to pay for so you don't get beat in the head. Because a lot of people, they pay for services and they don't get the proper service because they don't know what that service, the final product, is supposed to look like. From logo design, thumbnail design, scripts, all of these things. Understanding how scripts work on YouTube. I've talked about that. How when your video is done, that creates a CC closed caption that generates an automated script. That script is read by the AI. So all those words that you're saying are picked up by the AI, and that's how you get dinged. Yep, I don't do thumbnails. I use the more popular YouTube channels in niche as a model. Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, even if you use bigger channels as an example, like, make sure that that person you're paying is following what it is that you want them to do. Like, you know what that's supposed to look like. So if a person's not giving you what it is that you know is supposed to look like, you know to move on and find someone else that knows how to get that job done the way you want it to get done. Indeed, yeah. So you can't, even if you're paying, right? You just gotta know where you're putting your money so your money is not being wasted, right? There's nothing wrong with having a lot of things on your channel automated financially where, all you're doing is really just recording the video and then you're sending the footage off to the editor. There's nothing wrong with that, right? That's how you make your channel. I think that's loud. That's how you make your channel. That's how you make your content vertical. That's how you make your platform vertical, right? That's how you build it up. That's how you automate it. That's how you automate a channel to make things more efficient so you save yourself more time. So if all you're doing is recording, you pay your $5 to the thumbnail, pay your $5 or $20 to the editor, you pay your $5 to the script, you publish your video. That video makes about $1,000. You covered the $500. You covered the cost. Simple. I do everything myself and making a stupid bag off my pivot. There you go. And then you can do what Red does, right? Red does his I forgot what they're called. Video essays. Yeah. Red does his video essays on the media companies. He does his script. He does his thumbnail. He does his editing. He takes the clips, mixes the clips in, edits the clips, keeps the script nice and tight. Intro, outro, wham, bam, MoneyGram. You're done. Those video essays. See, video essays are good pieces of content because their emphasis is on quality, not quantity. So a person will sit there, watch a 12-15-minute video essay, and they'll become accustomed to not expecting 5 videos a week or some shit like that off video essays. And video essays are really good at retaining retention time because they captivate the viewers so much that they don't really have a reason to skip through the video, because if you tell the story in a way through your script that they don't lose interest from the first 30 seconds to the last 30 seconds. So that's the really great thing about when it comes to doing video essay content, is that allows you to cast the story on the viewer and to entice them to be more engaged with the content, and to flesh out where you're going with the essay and to finalize it at the end to wrap up and make it sort of like a reward for the viewer that's been listening for so long, that's been paying attention for so long. I barely went live on my new channel. Evergreen and the algorithm loves the video for show. Red. I never go live. Don't have time. I'm about to get that Elgato teleprompter and start crunching out a bunch of content. That Elgato teleprompter for script reading is really good. I don't have it. I don't do scripts, but it's really good. That's a good Elgato product. Elgato, shits out a lot of streamer shit, but that product is really good. Documentary film. My last video on PBS Kids had a collaborative in there, Matt Neff. I never heard of him. Who has 27,000 subs, and that video has 100K views. That's good, man. That's good shit right there. Yeah, man, that's good. I heard of Matt Neff. I don't watch that content like that. Hold on. Yeah, I've never heard of this guy. Oh, it was, I'm the creator of FUDW and FU Cat. What? Oh, okay. But that's good, man. That's the benefit. See, the good thing about collabs. Let me see what you got. I was researching things. Let me see what come back to you guys. All of the video sponsors want are scripted materials. I'll expedite delivering on their ask. I be trying to rehearse and memorize scripts. Yeah, don't do that. Don't beat yourself in the head trying to memorize scripts. Don't do that. Just get the teleprompter, read it off the script, and you'll get better after time. Don't do that. Don't try to memorize scripts. That's a different skill set when you start trying to memorize. That's actor shit. You don't do that. You don't. That's an entirely different skill set. Don't do that. Plus, if I go live, I'm not begging for super chats and cash apps. I want that for my channel. When I go live, people know what time it is. I'm about to sign on to some certain sponsors like Keeps, Squarespace, and Opera GX. Opera GX is good. Squarespace is good. I don't know. I think Keeps is like Keeps. That's like a product, right? That's a product, right? Keeps is a product. I've been memorizing for 2 years now, so I'm an actor. See, that's why you be acting up. Gabe, you been doing that shit for 2 years? That's crazy, Gabe. You're wildin'. You're wildin', Gabe. Gabe, you crazy. Gabe said he's been memorizing scripts for 2 years. Gabe, you're crazy. You're crazy. 2 years. Yep, shaking my head. Yeah, get a teleprompter, Gabe. Get the teleprompter. Click the link in the description and get the teleprompter from there. Helps the channel out. I would love to do what Kevin Samuels did when he went live. People already gave up the bag before he... Okay, so let's talk about that. So... Okay. So the way you do that is that you have to incentivize a reason for people to support the channel in that manner, right? So the one way you do it is that you don't read super chats of a certain denomination. Like say, oh, we only read $5 super chat. I only read $5 super chats or super chats and up, right? Or you integrate a way to make it. This is a little bit more advanced stuff for people. This is not, some people won't be on. Like, okay, so my friend DJ LaFave, DJ Lip Fave has all kinds of interactive, automated ways to make it engaging for people who support the channel. There's all kinds of things that come on the screen. It's an experience, right? So when people are invested into your content, the super chat is not just them paying you for their time, for your time. It's them paying to be a part of the experience, because live streaming is an experience, and that's a concept that you won't understand if you just see live streams in certain spaces on YouTube. And that's the problem, because in other areas on YouTube, the super chat is a mechanism to enhance the viewer's experience and be part of the show. So when a person watches an upload, they're not a part of the show. They're just viewing the content full into stop. They can only contribute to the experience of watching the content when it comes to liking, subscribing, and sharing. But when you upload a video, full stop, that is the end of the experience for the viewer. So when you get to a live stream is a live interaction where they can be a part of the content and experience it with you, right? That is the real purpose of a live stream. Is the engagement, right? The live stream is the engagement, the interaction, the one-to-one, zero latency, if possible, interaction with the viewers. So if you want to monetize the viewership through live engagement, you have to incentivize the super chats in a way where they can be a part of the content. It's just not, oh, you niggas pay me because I'm live. Like, that's, I mean, come on, you know? Like, it's pretty whack. It's pretty lame, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's whack and lame. And it's uncreative. So super chats is just the mechanism that you can use to get people engaged more with the content, not just, oh, you guys are paying me now because you live, because you know what time it is. Like, you know, it's not, you know, you can do better. I mean, that's just me. That's just my opinion on that. Like, you can do better. Because like when I watch certain people, like I'll super chat, yeah, because I want my question read on screen. Or, you know, if they have an effect, that plays when you super chat, like I want to see the effect, like simple shit like that. It's cool. It's engaging. They're part of the experience. They want to see, like, they want to see the interaction. They want to see the little thing come on the screen. They want to see a person play the super little video or the GIF or whatever it is that you do. The super chat should be rewarded. If there's no reward that comes from the super chat, you're not going to get them, right? If there's no reward that comes from the Cash App or the donation or whatever method of donation that you accept, then you're not going to get it, because people are just going to be like, I'm just tossing money at you. And people are going to lose interest because they don't have any investment into it. Right? So when you want to monetize, when you really want to monetize that aspect of your content, you got to keep that in mind. So now that I'm done my spiel, let me come back to the chat. I hope that provided some value for the people that was listening. I hope I gave you guys some value on that. On my little spiel. I'm about to sign on. I've been memorizing for 2 years. I would like to do that. You got a link for the teleprompter? Send it my way. I'll use it. You got tech for your needs. What's up? Yeah, let me pull up that teleprompter real quick. Got tech for your needs. What's going on, man? How you been? See, now we getting to what I used to do when I used to drop links to shit. So they got the Elgato teleprompter. They got a newer teleprompter. So here's what we're gonna do. You take a look at these three. And you tell me if you like them. We dropping links right now. Give me a second, y'all. I'm dropping Amazon links right now. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, I mean, you don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't gotta explain that one to me, Gabe. Yes, it's definitely an affiliate link. Yeah, you definitely don't gotta explain that to me. This is the Elgato. The Elgato works off of looks like they all work the same way. It's just a huge price difference. As always, Elgato is always the most expensive. I don't know why. They all look like they do the same thing, personally. Personally, they all look like they do the same thing, if I'm being honest. Those are all my Amazon links. You check those out and tell me what you think. They all do the same thing. The newer actually comes with a remote control, actually. So that's the interesting part. So the newer one comes with a remote control, and the glide gear is just a more basic sort of setup. Okay. But the newer one comes with a remote control, which is actually pretty interesting. And it's almost $100 less. And you can get it with $60. Oh shit. You get this with $60. You get the newer one for like $110, $119. Huh. That is quite the price difference. Tech for your needs. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? In the beginning, KS seemed scripted. Your favorite hey, business connections. What's going on with you, man? How you doing? These are your affiliate links, right? Yes, they're my affiliate links. Yes. I'm an Amazon affiliate. Yes. All the links you see in my description box, they're all my links. Yes. Pulled straight from my Amazon associates. Yeah, what's going on? Gene, what's up? They have the monitor included. Yeah, the Elgato one. The Elgato one looks good, but they all look good. Depends on how you want to do it. The newer is just, I like the newer one. It comes with a remote control. It comes with a remote control that controls things. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Glide uses your device for the screen. Yeah. Yeah, Glide is like a mirror. The Glide one is like a bit, it's like a kind of like a mirror, and it kind of reflects the screen. They all kind of work the same way. Making that money. The newer one is the second link. Yeah. Newer is the first one. Elgato's the second. Glide Gear is the third. The newer one right here. Let me share it again. Yeah, I'm staying cool in this hot ass weather, man, because it's been humid. The humidity been killing me. We just got some cool days. We just got some cool days, man. Let me see something. Okay. Let me see something. So this is the newer one. So this is the Elgato. The Elgato, they all pretty much operate the same way. You can use it with a smartphone, but you got to buy a mount for the Elgato. I like them. Especially if you're reading scripts, yeah, you need them. Staying inside. Yeah, definitely gotta stay inside. Yeah. What I did I actually bought a portable AC for my office because it was so hot, and we have like a small AC, and this Monday was terrible. I needed it for this Monday, but as you always know, you get the AC when it's hot, and then you don't need it for another week or so. But it's like you pour water into it, and then it blows the cold water, and so it acts like an AC. It's like a swamp cooler. It's so efficient. But anyway, yeah. But back to what I was saying about the monetized. Hatch Dragon says he said Kevin Samuels was scripted. No, Kevin wasn't scripted. What happened with Kevin is that Kevin was finding his way when it comes to his content, and he hit a good stride once he moved off of the men's cologne stuff. Once he moved off the men's cologne stuff, he started getting sort of like the red pill content. Then he started to do the shows with women, and then he had that clip, that Average at Best clip, and he posted that clip on media, World Star Hip Hop, and then it went viral from there, and that's really where he got all his views from. And like to explain that a little bit is that was like really the perfect market for that type of content, right? Literally, and it costs like $2,000 to get a clip on World Star too. Like, you got to pay to put a clip on World Star. That's not cheap. I talked about it on my channel. But that clip was the perfect environment, perfect market for that kind of content. Plus, it's during the pandemic, so a lot of people are just watching this shit in mass. It was perfect storm, and he capitalized off of that. So he wasn't like an industry plant or anything like that. None of that. But as he became more popular, then he started to do a little bit more, fugazi things. So that's how that kind of turned out for him. But to begin with, like, if you showed me, like, it's like, for example, like there was this woman on YouTube called Janae Eliana, right? And what's the girl? And 411 did a piece of content on her. So Janae Eliana was pretty much like one of the biggest examples that I've seen of YouTube creating creators, right? So what does that mean? That means YouTube is using whatever tools and resources at their disposal to not only market products but create a creator, right? So she was this super pretty, light-skinned black girl who was a van life woman, and her channel just blew the fuck up. And then she's doing these sponsorships, and she's doing these collaborations, and then people in the chat rooms and her comment sections are like, what the hell? I've never been subscribed to this channel. Why am I here? And then all of a sudden, she disappeared. No more content from her. I haven't looked at the hold on. See something. Janae. There we go. Janae Eliana. Yeah. Last video was like 2 years ago. Yeah. Completely stopped doing videos. What is she like? Is she on Instagram? Million on Instagram. She posts on Instagram, nothing on YouTube now. Like a supermodel van lifer. So now she just does her content on Instagram now. No more YouTube content. Which is strange, right? Usually people, this girl was this girl was so strange. Like she just disappeared off of YouTube. So now she's on like Instagram. Yeah, she just stopped making YouTube videos. Yeah, no more YouTube videos. So anyway, weird. So yeah, anyway, Janelle Eliana. Yeah, never heard of that person. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, let's. I really don't have my screen set up for this. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Much better. And shout out to DJ LaFay for helping me set this screen setup like this. So this is Janelle Eliana. Janelle Eliana became famous because of her van life videos, because her content went what we would say parabolic. So her first video, this is how crazy this shit was. Her first video was back in 2019. Her first video was back in 2019. And I gotta feed the audio to you guys. Turn that off.
Okay, so this is my door. It's green and the van's blue, and that's because I was too cheap to get the door jambs repainted. Alongside the window, I have these Velcro dots that I used to hang my window covers up at night.
Okay, so enough of that. Anyway, so the girl, her first video, right? Let me show you how crazy this shit was. Her first video did about 1,100 in views, right? And I can't even show you guys this. Right here, right? So her first video did about 1,100 in views. Second video did 18 million. Third video did 5.2. Fourth did 6.9, 3.5, 3.2, 2.8. And then 1.3, then last most 5.5, and that was the biggest one since then, right? And the rest of her videos didn't crack 2 million views. And what was strange about this woman's content is that people in the comment section, and I won't be able to find it here because it was a video that Ann did that pointed out, is that there were people who were saying, how did I get subbed to this channel? I've never heard of this channel, right? Now, this is something, now this is not a conspiracy theory because I've experienced this too. That sometimes when you go down to your subscription feed, you'll see accounts that you've never heard of, channels that you've never been to, but you're somehow subscribed to them. Now, the interesting thing about this girl is that, let me see something. No, where was it at?
Hello, I'm Janelle.
This was also around the time, right? Now, if you can think back to 2019, around this certain time in 2019, the van life kind of situation for millennials was really a thing, right? There was a lot of people who were really getting invested into the van life thing due to financial reasons. And this is happening all the way back in 2019. And this is really when she kind of got her burn, was during that time frame in 2019. Now, if you were to kind of like look through her content, see, it was something that Ann had pointed out to me, but I can't find it. You got to go through all of these videos.
Hello, I'm Janelle, and I live in a van with my pet snake.
Oh, you're so talented. Dickhead. I'm trying to find a product placement that she had. I can't find it though. Anyway, so that's Janelle Eliana. What I consider to be a created YouTuber.
Salsa.
When she was getting popular too, there was a lot of the content bro creators who were, what the fuck?
Bit hairier than I would like them to be, and I don't know who's coming to this party. So I'm gonna go in with my Schick Intuition razor. This razor is designed to liberate you from the hassles of hair removal. It has this skin conditioning.
Okay. Back to you guys. Back to you guys in the chat room. Talent. Anyway. So that was like my first introduction to like sort of what I felt was created content creators. When she was really getting her burn, there was a lot of people there was a lot of the content creator guru people who were like invested in like using her as a way to big up like the creator niche and the creator student niche, all of that stuff. And for me personally, I kind of saw through a lot of that. But anyway, enough about that. So yeah, take a look at the links in the description box. If you want a teleprompter for your scripts, take a look at the ones that I posted. Those are 3 of the best ones. The Elgato and the newer prompter look good, in my opinion. Well, speaking of the creator coaching thing, see, and that's kind of the thing that turns a lot of people off when it comes to like the creator coaching thing, is that people kind of get burnt out with the same information. And I actually mentioned that to Erica Williams because she was kind of talking about it. There's a lot of things that creators experience that you can't, like, there's no content creator coaching that's going to solve that, right? Like, for example, she was talking about a creator. Van life culture probably started in 2008 housing crisis. That'll be an interesting research topic. when it comes to like the creator coaching, like Erica Williams was talking about a content creator who's like an accountant, and he spends like so much money on his content, but he can't crack a certain view count. She's pretty well. The premise of what she was saying was that it's like the algorithm sort of like races. Like, does it have like a certain type of criteria that it follows when it comes to certain type of content and the face that it sees in that content? So she was comparing his content as a black accountant to another piece of content for an Asian accountant. And she said, you know, of course the Asian accountant gains like hundreds and thousands of views, but the black accountant only gets thousands of views. And I was like, and I never thought, well, I did think about that. I've actually kind of talked about that before on my channel before. So things like that, right? How did people get subbed to a channel they have never been to? That's a great question. That's a great question. That's a great question, right? And it's something that like I'm subbed to a lot of channels, right? But I'm not subbed to so many channels that I don't know the channels that I'm subbed to an extent, right? Like periodically I go through the sub, like I just sub to a lot of things. But sometimes I'll look at a channel, I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell is this? And it'll be sometimes it'll be something that's so beyond what I'd even be interested in. I'd have to really wonder and try to remember what it was that I ever seen this channel before. Usually when you see that, when I've seen that, it's usually with a big channel, like 100, 200, 300 plus, 300K plus, right? It's not a small channel, like, you know, never like a channel like mine or anyone else's, right? It's usually like a really big channel that I've experienced that with. But going back to the creator information, the creator help stuff, the creator, like a creator coach can't help you when you're commenting and your comments are getting automatically disappeared and removed, right? That's a creator coach. I heard of a purchase subs, but this seems different, questionable. Yes, a creator coach can help you if that as soon as you upload a video, it automatically gets the yellow $sign before you even do anything, before you even change anything, before you even say anything. Like the first second it goes live, you get dinged, right? A coach can't help you with that. That's something different. It comes with an understanding of the just the dark side of the platform. You know, if you're just keeping it a buck, right? The censorship aspect. And, you know, there's no real money in talking about the censorship aspect and helping people through the censorship aspect, because, you know, the majority of people who will be seeking that kind of information don't deal with censorship, right? So that's kind of my little, you know, kind of my little niche, my little expertise, is that I do understand the censorship on this platform. I understand a vast majority of things that you can't say, you can't show, you can't talk about, you can't do. I understand how you can get around it the best way that you are able to with your content. And I can share that with people who are dealing with these kinds of censorship issues. A lot of people who dabble in that kind of creator coach, creator help, you know, niche, they don't really touch on those things. Matter of fact, they'll tell you that those things don't exist. You know, in 2024, if you have someone telling you that shadow banning doesn't exist, they're just lying to you, right? That Nick Taylor, shout out to Nick Taylor, still to this day has sometimes have his comments automatically deleted. That's shadow banning. That's shadow banning. When you say something and it's automatically removed, that's shadow banning. That's a moderator, dinging your channel. That's a moderator dinging your content. That's on purpose, right? That's done on purpose. So to kind of, bring this to a close, because I don't want to be on for like 3 hours, but I want to again, thank all the new subs to the channel. Thank all the people that's been subbing to the channel. And I want to, get back to work and, to provide content to people in a way that's providing some benefit, some value, helping, teaching, showing, informing people. And the one thing I do like to encourage, I like to encourage people at the very least to try your hand at posting content. You might like it. It's not gonna kill you. I always encourage people to have a voice if they want to have a voice, because you can. It's social media. You don't have to. Nikki Delventhal is still doing. I've never heard of her, but she's still doing van life content. Is this the girl with the dog? Yes, that's the girl with the dog. Okay. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, she said, she got 2 dogs now. I remember just the I think it was just the brown one was the first one, the first dog she had. Yeah, she's been at this shit for a while. Yeah, I remember her because she used to be a model. Yeah, I remember her. I also remember how she used to do her thumbnails too. She used to put her ass on her thumbnails. That's smart. Gets the people to click. Not knocking it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, she puts them cakes in those thumbnails. Smart. Ain't knocking you. Hey. She puts I'm not knocking it, I'm not knocking it. I'm not. It gets the people going. It gets the people going. I'm not mad at you, Nikki. I'm not. Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, do your thing, Nikki. Not knocking it. Oh shit! What did I just unplug? Anyway, sorry about that. I unplugged something under my desk. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna get back to we're gonna get back to business over here. I'm going to do my very best not to get, not to fall off. I have to stop doing that. Because when I start going and I'm going, the people tune in and they like the information. And I want to be able to provide that information. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to have a set schedule. I just can't keep a schedule like that. But I just want to be a little bit more consistent with the content instead of like doing 2 streams a month. That would probably be good if I didn't do 2 streams a month, and maybe just doing some uploads in between that. That would help. Maybe that would help. I want to be able to do some mid-journey stuff, show you guys some mid-journey prompting as well. It's really actually this image right here you see with my video image, that's actually mid-journey. This image where the video is being played in, that was through Midjourney, and I want to incorporate Midjourney to make some cool graphics. And I can't wait till Sora comes out where they have the text to video. That's going to be fire. I can't wait. So anyway, I have a weekend. I have a really interesting weekend coming up. Like tomorrow, today evening, whatever. I'm going to a concert. One of my first times going to a concert. And like this image? This is Midjourney. I prompted that in Midjourney. Looks nice, right? I love this image. It's so cool. Perfect, screen to like have your content in here. And that's actually kind of one of the things that you can use in StreamYard too, right? Like you can use this in StreamYard. So instead of like just having just the corny StreamYard layout or Zoom, such a bad taste in my mouth. I don't like that. The zoom on the vertical, blah. That's gross. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be petty, but zoom vertical, ugh. That shit is gross. That shit is horrible. If there's one thing, right, and I gotta improve my vertical layout as well. If there's one thing that looks absolutely horrible in vertical format, is using Zoom to stream. Please don't do that, y'all. Please. Oh God, it's so gross. That is the worst. That, like, a lot of people would have their issues with vertical. I like vertical. Vertical is a great way to. Vertical is a way to kind of brute force the algorithm in a way that benefits you. That's something like a person like me, with the situation that I have with my channel. Like I need that kind of like traction from vertical. Like I need that. What is this? What's this? Oh no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, anyway. Like a person like me, like I need that kind of brute forcing through the algorithm to get my channel going. Like, yeah, so when I really sit down and dial things in, like I'll have a nice vertical format for people to look at when it comes to the vertical streaming. But that I have yet to use vertical, but I keep saying that I'm going to do it at least once. Yeah, I mean, try it one time, Nick. Try it one time, Nick. But I was saying, like, the vertical using Zoom, oh my, that is gross. That is terrible. That is not. Don't do that. please, y'all, don't get into the habit of. I've seen that. I've seen it. Like, I not really like looked at it. Like, please don't get into that, y'all. That's a bad habit. That's like picking up smoking. I said it before. The vertical looks like a 1980s peep show window. No disc do would work yet. I listen, man. Vertical and zoom, that is gross. Please don't get into the habit of doing that, y'all. Please don't do that. That shit looks horrible. Oh my god. Ugh. It's just nothing but black screens and black boxes and shit. Like, oh my god. Ugh. I don't like it. It just is. Like, it's like you already don't have anything to look at, but now you get like these black boxes, and it's not a visually appealing experience, man. And the thing is, like, you gotta remember that the selling point of the vertical is to keep people right here watching, right? So if you don't have anything to really look at, it's gonna make people like, I'm not sitting here watching this shit. It looks terrible, right? That's the people get turned off when they talk about the visual experience. But when it comes to presenting content, there is a visual aspect to it, right? There's visuals in the content. So when it comes to live streaming, it's a visual live experience. So if the experience that the people are having is not up to snuff, they're not coming, they're not staying, and then they're not even probably going to engage. And that's the problem. So when it comes to like a vertical format, you really gotta have something there for people like, oh, that's nice. Like my friend DJ LaFave, my friend Interactive DNA, he hooked this shit up. He got the video rolling and the custom vertical format with the camera. It looks really nice. DJ LaFave too looks really nice. I've seen a lot of people on vertical. It looks really nice. So if you're not just doing front facing vertical, just talking into the camera, but if you got some kind of interactive show or some kind of panel, you gotta do something, man, to make that, like, even with Gil's Arena, it looks nice. It's a nice format. You don't got to spend hundreds of dollars to make, but you just got to make it look nice. Like, do something. Because zoom and vertical, that's terrible. That is a bad habit. Y'all don't pick that habit up. That's a bad habit to have. That's like smoking. Don't start smoking if you've never been a smoker. I got real stressed one time at work, and I told my mentor, I was like, I'm gonna start smoking. And he said, don't you start that shit. I looked at the price of a pack of cigarettes and said, don't worry about it. That's an expensive habit to have. That's an expensive habit to have at that. So don't worry about that, my man. We cool over here. We'll stick to this little puffy shit. To, do like 6 puffs of that, in 1 week. And we call it a day after that. Don't touch that shit for another 5-6 days. So we straight, man. We straight. But yeah, please don't start vertical streaming on Zoom. Matter of fact, Zoom, using vertical YouTube streaming with Zoom is likened to having a metal detector go off while you're live streaming. That's exactly what that shit is. Yeah, don't start that. Don't do that. Don't. Terrible. Just like, what the fuck is... Oh man. And you can't close your screen when you have a vertical stream, so that's even worse. So you have to sit there and watch it. Like, and that's the funny thing, right? Is that you have to sit there and you actually have to watch the shit. Like, there is no, okay, let me just close this phone and go on about my day. No, you gotta sit there and watch that shit, man. So yeah, you gotta just try. Yeah. Just try a little bit better. Just try. Let me see if I got anything else for you guys. I got all kinds of. Anyway, yeah, y'all don't start vertical streaming on Zoom. Yeah, please don't do that. Just say no. Like Smokey the Bear, just say no to vertical streaming with Zoom. Say no. Do something else. And that's why I try to tell people get to OBS. You get to OBS, you can do whatever you want. Have all the little nice layouts and just make it look all nice for people, but anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Definitely won't see me again tomorrow night because I'll be out partying or whatever the hell I'll be doing. Smoke detector peeping and yeah. Yo, that era of the smoke alarm in people's live streams was like, what are we doing? Like, please change the battery. Why is the smoke? Beep. Yo, I have a short that went like that has some did some funny numbers on that, like 500 views on that. Beep. Like, why? Like, and it's crazy because the mic is not even good enough to like block out the sound of the fire alarm, so you just hear the fire alarm throughout the piece, throughout the content, and you just like, what the fuck? So you're not gonna change that? Okay, you just beep. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Beep. Yo, man. Anyway, man. I'm gonna keep saying anyway, then y'all gonna get me to start talking for another 15-20 minutes. Of course not. Here we go. We got G Dizzle. What time is it over there? G Dizzle out there taking out black jobs, yo. He's swimming in the ocean and shit, drinking pina coladas with the funny umbrellas in them and shit on a cruise. Out there just taking out jobs with his Poppy Chulo light skin fade and shit, man. Check him out. Check out G in the comments, y'all. Look at him out there enjoying life. And we didn't get our Nielsen ratings on the tricking. We didn't get our tricking database, man. Where's the tricking numbers at, man? What you doing over here if you don't got the tricking numbers? We trying to find out the best rates, man. I'm in the middle of the Caribbean right now, sailing back to Florida, enjoying this wonderful Wi-Fi. Ain't that a bitch? Oh, man. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? My wife wouldn't let me get to the tricking rates. Yeah, you better not. Your ass get divorced, you be on here talking about these BWs. G Dizzle get divorced and be on here talking about these goddamn BWs, man. The funniest shit about G is that I met him. Here's a funny story. I actually met G like 11 years ago. That's the funniest thing too. I met G. We were both in that Jason Black group. We used to be getting kicked. People got kicked out because they used to, you know, think for themselves and shit. And I remember when he got kicked out. The reason why I remember because I found the message. Because we were messaging back, like all the way back then, like 11 years ago. And I found him in my Facebook messages. And I was like, wait a minute, that's fucking G. I was like, that's G. And the funny thing is, when I encountered G Dizzle again, that's when he had the smoke avatar. When he was doing the videos, I think it was the video talking about Tariq Nasheed. So I've interacted with G for quite some time, not realizing it. I guess I can say me and G go way back. That smoke alarm beeping is that shit don't make no sense. That shit don't make no sense. Yeah, and I vape this shit like a pussy anyway. I don't even inhale this shit. I just take a couple whiffs through the nose and call it a day. I'm not even deep inhaling that shit. So it's kind of a waste, but that's fine. This is like a once a week thing for me. This shit will sit in my drawer, charge it up, you know, take 2 puffs and call it a day. That's it. That's funny. That's funny. I met G long time ago. That's funny. That Jason Black group was hilarious, man. Oh my god, Jason Black is fucking. No, this is just vaping. This is vaping. This is. I don't even consider this to be smoking. Cause this you like I'll take like a couple puffs and then that shit'll just be here. Like literally, like I don't do this shit that often. That's why when I get them, they last so long. But that Jason Black group, Jason Black's a character, man. That guy, man. Jason Black's a character, yo. Like when you anyway, that nigga's a nut. That nigga's a nut, man. When he did that 7 a.m. movie. Well, so frustrating about 7 a.m. is that like he was like this, like touting himself as this big documentary filmmaker, blah 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 blah. You know, at this time the cameras was like the T7s, or was it it was the 7s. It was the T7s, yeah, the Mark 7, a couple Mark 7s. And then I'm watching the video. I got the DVD, I'm watching the video, and I'm like, the boom arm is like in the shot and shit. And I'm like, and then the audio's fucked up. The highlights are all blown out. I'm like, come on, man. Like, bro, you got like 50, 100 grand for this shit. Like, you can't make sure the boom arm is not so. A little story. So my mentor, when I was like in high school, he got us a grant with like Public Access Network out here in New York. It's called MNN. And the grant gave us the opportunity in Harlem too. Little black kids in Harlem too. We don't get shit in Harlem like that. But basketball and sports, that's all we got in Harlem. But he got us a grant and we were able to use camera equipment. And we learned how to use camera equipment. We learned how to use lighting, audio, video editing, Mac computers, sound equipment, how to batch record. This is when we had the DV tapes too. So just like video production, basics too, like quarter shot, you know, close-up shots, boom arms, lapel mics, all the equipment, all the gear. This is why I have an affinity for like hardware and production and stuff. Like I have an affinity for it. So when it came to like starting doing stuff on YouTube, like I have a lot of kind of like the real basic stuff already done, all cause already ingrained. So I understand the levels between 5 and 15. I understand the concept of white balancing. Simply keeping your mic out of your shot, how you having your making sure your highlights aren't blown out with your lighting. Like these are like basic things. I've heard of Jason Black. I don't think I've listened to any of his content. I mean, you probably have, or you might have come across, but it ain't at this point. Like he been talking this shit for 10 years now. So testing. Okay. Yeah, so we are going to replace the Gore XLR within the coming weeks because um it's still the drivers are just crashing the stream and I can't continue like this because this is kind of fucking up my momentum now when it's doing this. And I don't know why it's doing this now. So it looks like my Go XLR mixer is at its end of life. So it looks like it's time to make a replacement. I love the Go XLR, but now this is just becoming crazy for me. I can't deal with this. It's like it's ending the stream before the stream is ready to be ended, and that's no bueno for me now. Yeah. So I am probably just going to get a new mix. Audio gone. Yeah, I know. The audio's back now. That's the mixer. Yeah, that's the mixer. So I have to get a new mixer. That's the mixer. The mix is gone. So yeah, I gotta replace it. I love the Go XLR, but this shit, this ain't it. Not when I'm trying to get into a groove of streaming and this shit keeps happening. It's not gonna work for me. So yeah, so we're gonna have to just go ahead and just buy a new one. I might just buy the shit. I might just get it this weekend and just get a new one. I'm probably just gonna get the Rodecaster Duo Mini because it's small, and call it a day with that and just get that, because the Go XLR it's like literally it's like the driver is crashing in the middle of the stream and it's cutting all the audio out, and then I have to restart the software so that it can work. This never used to happen, but I guess it's something, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's happening now. I've already reinstalled the drivers, and then I don't use it, and then I use it, and it's good for like an hour, 2 hours, and then all of a sudden it crashes. I don't even know if it's the Music Beat software, because I used to just stream for 7 hours with no problem. I guess we gotta upgrade the mixer now. Oy vey. I can either upgrade the mixer, or I don't want to go back to my Steinberg, because then I can't play the music, or I got to play the music a different way, and I don't want to do that. The struggles. The struggles. But alas, these are the breaks. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there before it cuts out again. So shout out to the people watching. I appreciate you guys for tuning in this late night. I hope you guys enjoy your week, and I know I will. And I catch you guys on the next one. Thank you, goodbye, and good night.
Rain, 우린 젖은 채로 stay 하루 종일 또 색다른 motive Hush, fame, 그 Grammy 너를 take 매일 갖고 싶어만 생각하면 높이 날아 I heard that you've been just searching for someone when you need me right now It's now or never, babe, I just want it